Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and very much so welcome here to VanillaTV, where we have another awesome night of Team Fortress 2 action in store for you guys, here with the Premiership resuming. Yesterday we saw some Division 1 action, and for today, we're back with the Premiership. Pretty much the creme de la creme of all of European Team Fortress 2 are going to be up for grabs here. We have Clan and Team Doctrinal. We're going to go into both these teams. I think this is week... Is it still week 2? I'm not 100% sure which week it exactly is, but I saw Clan playing Badlands Snakewater. So I'm kind of assuming that it is week 2, but I'm sure my co-caster Ali will have everything in store for that. Ali, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Yeah, it's the last game of week 2 we're looking at. There was one match that could have been played, but there was a team in Div 1 that folded, so that's not going on. But yeah, this is the last Badlands Snakewater we'll see.
Very last Badlands Snakewater of this season. Obviously, we're going to see both of these maps later in the season. We've already seen Badlands in 2 weeks. I think there's going to be a third week at the end of the season as well, where Badlands is being played. Or maybe a fourth, because there's 5 maps. Well, I don't know. My mathematician skills are not that good this late.
More Badlands.
More Badlands, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we love here. Either way, the teams that are going to be playing today here are... Yeah, they actually are on the STV, so we picked the right server. I'm very happy with that, Ali. Like, there were a little bit of server discussions, because obviously Doctrinal is playing with 2 people from Israel and 1 person from America. So it's like it's going to be very difficult to arrange a server that suits very, very well for all of these players with regards to routing issues and everything. Because I think there's also at least 3 Germans as well, and they are known to have routing issues as well. So it's always a little bit like we need to make sure that everything is okay. We did figure it out though, we're on the server, and both of the teams are making themselves ready. Doctrinal up against Clan. I'm looking forward to it, Ali. Would you like to say together with me that Clan is the favourite to pick this one up, but that Doctrinal, they're going to have a shot at doing something cool here?
Yeah, I mean, Clan, you think, would obviously be everyone's favourite going into this game. They were warming up against Epsilon earlier, and I think Epsilon are their target for the season, the team to beat. They came second to them last year, and this year they're looking to go one better. Whereas you look at Doctrinal, and they're a team with 4 different players to their roster last season, so I think staying in Prem will be their target and improving enough to have a go at the higher spots later on. Yeah.
You know, Doctrinal, who did they play? They played Outsiders before this, right? Just against a very solid Division 1 team. How did they fare against them? Did you see both maps or just one?
Well, I just saw the latter map, but I talked to Spin, their medic, a bit about their first map, and yeah, I don't think they were really happy with their performance on that, and at one point they were actually 2-1 down on Snakewater as well, but by the end of the match they managed to pull that back to 3-2, so maybe a little more motivation and momentum going into this map than they could have been left with after their first performance, but yeah, I think they should be good.
I guess there's one thing we can say for absolute certainty, is that if there's going to be surprises, it will most likely be on Snakewater. Because, like, I think we've seen the craziest results on Snakewater this season so far. Like, Quarantine almost taking it off Epsilon. Yesterday, let's not forget yesterday, Snakewater was absolutely insane. We've seen some great matches on Snakewater this season so far, and I'm looking forward to tonight. It's going to be the last time Snakewater, I think, for about 2 weeks or so, and then we're back on Snakewater with Process. I think in week 5 or so. I think week 5, I think it's Process Snakewater from the top of my head. So obviously we'll be back with that one, but for now it's going to be a little bit of the end of Snakewater, and I'm a little bit sad about it. Like, I know not a lot of people like the map, but to be fair, the results are cool, the map plays out well. Yesterday, the body shots from Rake onto Castos really made us, I think it made us both cringe and laugh at the same time. It was quite funny. It's just a map on its own, really, I mean, let's be fair.
Yeah, I mean, players made us like it, but at the end of the day, it gives a really good thing to watch, so I'm not sure you can really complain, or we can really complain at all.
Oh god. Did you see what Crackline? I don't know if you guys actually saw that on the STV. I think obviously everyone on stream could see that as well. It's that Doctrinal said, no, we're blue, and Crackland just forced the team switch on the server, and then they were red, and harbleu, who just joined actually as the last player in. Doctrinal's just saying, no, we're playing blue, so now there's 11 people on blue. Always a little bit of the mind games things, Ali. You see this from time to time. Do you remember, I don't know if you were around at the time already, with Button Bashers playing, who were literally, because we used to play Turbine in that scenario, and they would change so often. Like, they would spawn so often, and disconnect from the server and connect to the server, until they had perfect Turbine spawns, and then they would go ready. they would all keep disconnecting and reconnecting to the server in order to get the proper spawn, because the spawn always gets reset, and you keep like sort of the standard spawn whenever you're on a server. And this kind of remembers me from that one. It's just like, no, we want to be blue, and the other team's like, no, we're blue. And now it's 11 versus 1. Red Shock, the lone survivor on red. It really shows that both of these teams, like, the fact that they're sort of nibbling about with these small details, because blue and red, I think on Badlands, pretty much insignificant, isn't it? Quite sure.
Yeah, it's completely insignificant. Badlands have got the really sort of fixed spawns. I'm not sure if there is any map where one team has an individual advantage. I think that'd be a bit weird, but maybe. I think CC are just trying to be amusing at the moment, whereas, I don't know, are they being serious? I can't tell.
I'm honestly not sure. They're saying lost the spec. God. Are we double mixing now? What the hell is going on? Yeah, it seems like everyone is gonna go spectator. Okay. Oh god, we're actually gonna have this going. Well, it looks like there's still 2 Crackline members. Oh god.
They're doing a medic fight to determine who goes in what team, unless nobody could tell.
Wow. Okay, they're doing a medic fight. They're doing it. Okay. Guys, this is...
never been casted before and unofficial.
Look at that, guys. Obviously, Admirable cannot lose this because he, just like me, has a community Ubersol. And community Ubersols don't lose, man, Ali. I can tell you that one.
Yeah, they got sparkles
here we go.
blind the opponents.
Do you want to do
coming
it?
out of house.
Do you want to do it, Ali?
Staring each other down. No one opting to drawn.
Do you want to analyze it?
Oh, going in. Oh, he drops down. Tactical move. And Admirable's got the height advantage. He equalises now. Goes in for the first shot. Spin takes 2 Ubersols. And Admirable
Spin hasn't hit anything yet.
Oh, go Spin.
I think Crackline's joining blue. And Doctrinal saying defeat is fine, going red. That's very embarrassing to lose 3 versus 0 in a Matic Ubersol fight.
I'm not really sure it's something they practice, but yeah.
Yeah. I think Admirable practiced that just for this occasion. I think they deliberately did it that way.
Taking his keenness to a new level.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. I'm just looking around the pings. Harbleu's about 120, which is fine. See, Red Shock and Erectus are at about 80 to 90, which is also fine, at least for them. So 12 players are ready, and we're gonna have to wait and see when they're gonna go. Sorry, Animal, you probably have to change names on the scoreboard on the stream about 17 times, but for now we have the teams ready. Crackline is blue, and Doctrinal's red. Really just about this match, I'm really curious to see how good Doctrinal is. Like, we've seen them. Like, I think I casted them once earlier, but they didn't really leave an impression in my mind, else I would be able to remember it. I think it also... I haven't casted harbleu this season. I can tell you that right now. So obviously I haven't casted this lineup, even if I did cast Doctrinal at the start of the season. I think I casted them in the playoffs or something. Either way, I'm very curious to see whether or not their lineup is actually good. Have you looked at their previous Week 1 results? Week 3? Have they already played their Week 3? I'm not sure, I don't think so.
I'm not sure. I didn't write the article for our game yesterday. I was all up on the knowledge because I'd written the article about it, but this time, got no clue, man. In fact, clueless.
Yeah, you should have made notes like me. I have my notes, but obviously my notes are still L-tabbed, so I'm gonna have to look them up at some point. What we do know, though, obviously, is that Crackline is a team that wants to win this season. Even if Epsilon seems completely untouchable, they still want to win. Like, Crackline played a PCW before this that I was watching on all the streams available and the community hub that Crackline is running. And actually, like, Epsilon completely smashed them. It wasn't close. It was 6-1, 5-0. It was just... Well, there was nothing really Crackline could do. They seemed to have a shot at Badlands, but after that they just got destroyed. And Snakewater, I watched like about 10 minutes, and after that it was very, very clear this was not going to happen. And people asking in chat, is that the NA's harbleu? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
It's the exact same harbleu that we have in America. So he's playing for a European team as well. During his afternoon, basically, just sitting here, taking it easy, playing some extra soldier with 120 ping and seeing how that goes. Obviously, with the distances being as huge as they are in the on the American servers anyway, I don't think it matters all that much for him and his ping. But harbleu, obviously, a fantastic soldier. Let's see what he can bring to European team for just 2, at least for tonight.
Yeah, I mean, with harbleu, obviously he used to be a really famous roamer before he briefly made the switch to medic and then played roamer for a bit more in the top invite level of America. But here he's actually playing pocket, I think, and they've got snyyppis on roam. And it'll be interesting to see if from pocket he can bring that American style of TF2 to Doctrinal, because if he can, then I think they'll be a lot more effective, given Europe is, well, it's definitely different, if not just quite far behind, I'd say, in terms of...
Yeah, I'm curious. Again, like I've said this with a lot of teams, it's always the first couple of weeks, there's not a lot of research just yet, there's not a lot of source TVs available. What we do have is games, and talking about games right now, we have this one starting. Here's Crackclad in the blue, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be up against Team Doctrinal in the red. So first map, CB Badlands here on VanillaTV, Season 14, powered by Twitch.tv, the very streaming websites that you're watching right now. Season 14 right underway. Week number 2 is this one, the very last game in week number 2. Badlands of Snakewater with Pledge and Ali and Animal on the stream. Here going live, first middle now coming up. And Crackclan have to be regarded as the favourite. Are they going to be able to come through the middle? Pretty much as favourite as you can do it, I guess. Admirable does go down, but obviously a 3 versus 1 exchange. And picking up that middle while being able to chase out the medic from Team Doctrinal is a very clear victory for them.
Yeah, I was watching Ips. He went for quite an early aggressive jump, as he does. I've watched a few of his plays before, but he got a bit denied. But Minimoose's delayed jump really what did it for them on that middle. He forced the rest of the team back, allowing the scouts to come in for Crackclan, and they pushed most of the rest of Doctrinal off the point. However, Admirable did go down for Crackclan, which means that Doctrinal do have this 100% Uber advantage, which they're probably going to want to use to push back in quite quickly onto middle. And yeah, we can see the medic going up into house now. No, actually they're just sitting in choke. They're just going to be content to push this slowly, I think.
Let's see, we see TviQ running that sniper rifle. We see him do this quite a bit. Obviously, he knows there's an Uber advantage. And I really don't think we're going to see body shot heaven today, as we saw in Division 1 last night. Here we go. Minimoose goes down.
On the medic.
Crackclan's not really dropping out here properly. They lost a couple of players. Now snyyppis coming all the way in behind here, jumping onto players left and right. He's going to get body shot by TviQ. This is insane. I'm really confused by what exactly is happening. What I do know, though, is that Crackclan did not retreat out there whatsoever, Ali. I think they were quite a bit too late.
Yeah, I think they got a bit taken by surprise. Minimoose got taken down really early on middle, and snyyppis jumped round, tried to make the play onto Admirable. Admirable managed to get out. snyyppis was left on 13 HP and just danced in a circle for a bit with the equalizer. And CC didn't actually manage to take him down, which was a bit peculiar, but... Spin is almost at that Uber. He's 10 seconds off as the CC Uber comes in. He's backed off all the way to Stone Bridge now. It's well backed off by CC. Doc, sorry. They're going to survive. And they've only lost their demo, which means they'll probably be able to just wait for him to spawn and push back in before CC get their Uber again.
Yeah, definitely. Here we go. They do have their Uber. They're going to have to play it a little bit safe. Crackclan's going to try and force something here. We see Ips sitting onto that Spire. Does get the pick up the snyyppis to get it with Brego, sorry, as... Spin does get the Uber off, but it's not really a push, is it? It's more a defense and just making sure they pick off players and then go in. But I think Brego can do something here. There's a lot of damage coming down here on this main area. Really, Erectus trying to get through there, not going to be able to make that work. And I think Crackclan's going to be fine for now. Might even consider pushing. It looks like they are going to push. The point going to get capped.
Oh, they got a back cap.
Red Shock is going to be able to back up it. 1-0 to Doctrinal, which can only be meant as a surprise, really, to me, that they got this quick 1-0 ahead. And Crackclan going to have to sort of wait a little bit. Obviously, I'm quite sure they're going to be better. At the end of the day, they're individually possibly better, and obviously teamwork-wise they've been together longer. They should be better, but so far Doctrinal in the lead. Is Crackclan going to be able to deal with the aggression coming out from the sort of mixed Israel plus American team that's coming out here? Erectus doing quite a bit of damage here on the second middle. Crackclan being stuck in their house completely. Their exchange is not actually too bad, but they just got stuck really, really bad there. And harbleu picks up a triple kill here. Is TviQ going to be able to turn that one around? No, obviously he is not. He is going to be able to pick up Red Shock though, and that is a 6-for-2 exchange. Crackclan not in this game whatsoever just yet.
Yeah, Red Shock and harbleu doing huge work on that. harbleu bombed in and got Minimoose and what's his name? Brego, yeah, the demo, and that was a huge play by him. Really forced the rest of the team out. It's just TviQ alive, and he actually went down too. So Doctrinal is surprising everyone right now.
Yeah, they're playing very well so far. harbleu's effectiveness in bombs very, very clear. And let's see how Crackclan's going to be able to deal with that. I don't know when the last time was that they played against Doctrinal. Let's see if they can hold this right now. Push coming in from top left. TviQ holding them out quite nicely. Brego standing all the way back. he is able to do quite a bit of nice damage, and now with the picks coming out for Crackline, they're going to be able to hold on to this one. And now, like, the sort of new meta that has come out recently, where, well, recently, like 2 seasons ago or something, where people actually run away or run a pyro on that top right hand to make sure that they block them out. Usually you want to Uber in from main. Doctrinal decided not to do that, Uber in from top left from the offender's side, obviously, and Crackline anticipating on that one, blocking them out, pushing this back, and capping the Spire with an Uber advantage to go.
Yeah, Spin and snyyppis both got out there somehow. snyyppis stayed behind to just block the rest of the oncoming CC players so Spin could get out, but somehow managed to survive on 9 HP again. I'm not sure how he's doing this consistently, but he is. Admirable is about 2 seconds off this Uber now, so Soldier Bomb comes in. Admirable backs off well though, and now they have this whole Uber advantage to push back into mid and try and capture it. Doc, however, have got all the way out of choke, and if CC don't cap this quickly, then Doctrinal might be forced to Uber back in. Nah, they're not. They're backing off too much. They've got time to on this point, Crackline. It's going to be a bit of stalemate now, I think. Both teams have got Uber. Both teams are going to be stuck
from what
at this
I
choke.
saw from Crackline playing against Epsilon is that they love going towards the resupply side and try and make a play from there. Let's see if they're going to decide to do something like that, or if they're just going to bomb in a soldier, which is pretty much standard. I'm guessing harbleu hates this kind of stuff. He doesn't have this happening to him when he's playing in America, but this is the way the Europeans play. Very, very, very solid. Let's see. Right now, it looks like, yeah, Crackline's definitely going to decide to just muscle them out here. I like the body block that Erectus does there. Does immediately get Ubered. And it looks like health so far reasonably even. No one got out bad there. It looks like minimoose a little bit weak, so obviously Admirable. This time, what Crackline did against Epsilon was push resup here, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. They get the Uber exchange out on choke and then push resup as fast as they can. It looks like they've returned and now go through that Haunter area right now, coming out of the house, getting a lot of damage done here, and making sure that they can prevail here. Both soldiers are down. One scout now down for Doctrinal. And Crackline probably not going to have any problem. Nope, no contesting, no snipers, no spies, absolutely nothing. And Spin not even having someone to build this Uber for him. Crackline might hit them right before he has it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to go on this advantage or they even know about it. As a medic, you kind of count out what your opposite medic would ideally have, assume he's been building the whole time. So I think Admirable would assume that the other team has pretty much the equal amount of Uber right now, but by the looks of it, they're looking to bomb Ipsin? No, it looks like they were going main for a second then, but both teams have got this Uber. Spin has actually built up and managed to catch up and overtake Admirable's Uber building, so now both teams have Uber. DOC rocking that heavy up top. Looks like they're just playing passive at the moment, CC, content to back off and wait for a pick.
Yeah, Crackline, we've seen this a couple of times this season already, where they're content just kind of sitting for a little bit, sort of waiting it out. And Ips actually does get Spin. Spin drops that Uber. Obviously, in that scenario, as a medic, you really do not want to use it. Crackline immediately going to say, you know what, thank you very much. We're going to make this stuff work. harbleu actually coming in from behind. He was hiding there. Does take down Demo and Medic. Well played by him. The American soldier showing why he's so unbelievably good at this game. Getting the picks done, the very important picks, does get shut down by smzi right now though, but Crackline really messing up there pretty much as hard as possible.
How did they hold there? I've got no idea. They had a full Uber advantage, and well, admittedly Ips did go down, but still, you should really look at CC to take that.
Yeah. Definitely, as no medic alive whatsoever. Now Spin, slight advantage. Do we see any crit screaks? I doubt it, because Spin is really not the medic that goes crit screak very often. If I have to count on the days that I actually played with him quite a bit, it really sounds like honestly, like the guy pretty much never went crit screak, and I don't know if he's changed that at all over time, but I really, rarely doubt it. Let's see. TviQ now running sniper from main. Got spotted quite a while ago already. He's not going to be able to make any shots, but to be fair, if there's anyone who can make the shot, it might be TviQ. He's going for a shot, not going to be able to manage to make it work, and get spammed out. And I think we're going to see the exact same thing. Ips will show his hand to Doctrinal here in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, it was just sitting by that lower right at the moment. Looks like they're going to take both soldiers lower right. Are they going to do that? Yeah. Maybe. That's a tactic they use where they double spam the bottom right and occasionally manage to get a demo pick. Actually, both soldiers going there now. See if they get anything. Is there anything there for them to pick? There's usually a demo. There's one soldier there, gets put down to 100 health, but nothing really comes of it. Meanwhile, a main minimoose gets taken down. I'm not sure quite how that happened, but at the moment, the Doc combo is pushing out, but harbleu, Spin didn't follow him out, and harbleu went down to Sticky Brego, who was just holding defensively around that corner. Miscommunication there, I think, from Doctrinal.
Yeah, definitely miscommunication, but two soldiers two soldiers down, one each, obviously. Nothing going to be super drastic here. I'm really feeling that Crackline's going to wait for a push here. Like, it's very difficult to actually push in essentially 5 versus 6 because TviQ is sniping. He will not be able to be present in that fight, at least until both Ubers have worn out. So we'll see. TviQ, obviously a sniper of world class. Maybe he can manage to make something work, and it looks like Crackline have decided to just go in, get these Ubers out of the equation. Very solid counter Uber there. No one's going to get locked in. Crackline walking out perfectly safe. And now let's see, is Doctrinal going to overextend, or is Crackline going to be able to make a break here? Crackline, it looks like they're trying to push for something. And let's see, are they going to be able to make it work?
Soldier should go down in main. Harbleu, yeah, he got caught out a bit. He just jumped down to main, tried to follow up with the scout pick, but couldn't get it. TviQ is now sitting on barrels, looking to get that shot to the top right, but Spin is crouched all the way back in the spawn. Meanwhile, there's a scout in left side. He gets taken down by Ret Shock. Spin, though, does go down to the sniping of TviQ. I'm not sure how that happened. From what I saw, Spin was like sat right back. He must have come forward to try and heal, but TviQ now gets another headshot onto the demo Erectus, who's really weak. Rex Shock has gone spy. I'm not sure how effective this will be, given I think CC probably would be looking to pick, although minimoose does go down. Harbleu, yeah, he's behind at the moment. He's doing work. He should bring all the players back now. Yeah, they've all come out of drop down, but Harbleu has managed to jump back to balcony and get all the way back onto last. Brilliant play by Harbleu. He's bought his team quite a bit of time there. Maybe enough time for Ret Shock to go for the spy play.
No, Ret Shock got spotted. He did get spotted, so there's 2 players down.
Uber comes in.
I'm really confused by this pyro play from Ips. Like, I can only imagine that Crackline has done this more often, and actually TviQ is going to be able to make a second sniper headshot. I think the pyro is pretty much irrelevant there. I wanted to talk about it, wasn't necessary. 1-all score has been equalized here by Crackline in the blue, up against Team Doctrinal in the red. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, this is VanillaTV with ETF2L, Season 14. We're back in the Premiership after last night's Division 1 action, and this game is supposed to be a cracker. Crackline definitely the favourite, but we'll have to wait and see. Doctrinal so far playing very, very well and able to counter Crackline pretty much whatever they're doing, and so the scoreline is 1-1 as we go into this third middle.
Yeah, Ips went flying in the air there after both demos went balcony. Tried to go aggressive onto the demo of Doctrinal, but he just ran back into house. He does go down now though. Harbleu goes down too, and Septique. The scouts from CC there went really aggressive and managed to get a lot of the picks that they needed. It's just Spin alive now. I'm looking to see if he's being chased. I can hear the scout pistol. Who is it? Is it TviQ? But the scout comes from Doctrinal, tries to save him, but TviQ takes down Spin. Wow. The scout's still trying to chase him and take him down. Who is it? What scout is it? It's Ret Shock. He managed to get taken out by TviQ as well.
Oh, Ret Shock not being able to protect his medic there whatsoever. Spin goes down, Ret Shock goes down. That leaves Admirable with a massive Uber advantage. You can only imagine Crackline will be there just in a matter of seconds. Ret Shock still down for 8 more. Knowing Crackline are going to be here, knocking on that door. It's going to be down to Septique to try and lock him out for as long as possible.
Yeah, that pyro coming into play doesn't really do much. He gets forced all the way back into spawn. There's a scout running onto point now. Soldier hiding above point comes down. He's getting piped now by Brego. They're running onto point, but the stickies from Erectus managed to take down TviQ. There's just a scout demo versus scout medic at the moment. The scout runs onto the point, trying to hit that. Medic's coming around the other side. Gonna go for the Ubersaw. Ubersaw's the medic. Oh,
smzi,
doesn't go down though.
Don't melee with the Boston Bash. Are you insane? Like, you don't want to do that. It doesn't really seem like Admirable took out his Ubersaw. smzi took out his 3-rune braid. I think it's officially called. It's the sword from The Witcher that you can obviously use as a scout bat. And he missed twice. He just killed himself. That was not a very nice play. But obviously Crackline so far, they seem to be taking it easy just by the way that they're taking out their melee weapons from time to time. They seem relaxed in their appearance, really.
Erectus went really aggressive there. I'm not sure what he was trying to achieve. By the end of it, he was trying to kill Brego, but he just got completely out of position, got taken down. Harbleu was down too, and now the CC pushes come in. TviQ gets snyyppis with a headshot, but the Uber comes in from Doctrinal. They're going to be able to hold this. If they can take that scout down, yeah, that's good. There's 3 players down now from CC. Unless they can get some sneaky backcap here, that's not going to work.
TviQ getting the shot on the spin there,
oh
definitely
my gosh.
from that main area. TviQ, yesterday, or no, a couple of days ago when we casted Crackline, he wasn't on fire that much. But from what I can see today, I think he already made 5 to 6 headshots.
Is going deep again. He pipes
limited time here as Admirable under fire. Is not going to get down.
Goes down to a roller.
The roller from Erectus managing to take him out. Well played there by Crackline, and actually Erectus himself as well, taking that Admirable. But Doctrinal taking quite a bit of losses here. Ret Shock and Septique still sitting on last there with Spin. Uber's not getting billed.
Admirable.
And well, have to wait and see right now. Is Cracklon going to be able to fully push through her? I do not think so, but there's a lot of spam onto Red Shock, and I think TviQ, together with Brego, might be able to make this work. Erectus spawns, though, make sure that he can lock down the Cracklon Downman, and I think right now Cracklon, they really have to just compose themselves and say, alright, let's just stay, build Uber, play it safe. Stop fighting for just a little bit, because this is getting a scrappy, and to be honest, scrappy games usually not in favor of the better team, if that makes sense.
Yeah, TviQ's running this sniper pretty constantly now. CC don't seem to be able to push very well without that pick that they're looking for. I'd expect Admirable to be quite far back now. Yeah, he's all the way back on right building. They have a slight disadvantage. Not enough for... no, eat my words. Spin's pushed out now with this Uber, but there's no one in top lobby for them to frag. They're not going to be able to get very far before CC push right back in at them. CC are now retaking the top lobby with Spin. Where's Spin? He's 20 health on last. The Uber comes in on last. There's a scout distracting behind. The Ubered soldier runs away, and there's a huge back cap. Soldier and a scout. They're going to get this. The soldier jumps up, but he can't do anything. And yeah, that worked really well in their favour, from turning a bad Uber into a good back cap.
I've seen Doctrinal already do this about 3 or 4 times. Whenever Cracklon pushes for that last point, they have both harbleu and a scout usually running around to that second point, leaving their team pretty much very vulnerable on last. But they've decided this backup strategy seems to be working. If you have a roamer as good as harbleu is, obviously he's going to be able to win a lot of those duels. Well, roamer, obviously, I'm not sure if he's playing roamer or pocket. I see snyyppis staying very much with Spin so far this game. So my guess is that snyyppis is actually playing pocket at this moment in time, but now I see harbleu sitting with the medics. So honestly, I don't know. What I do know is that TviQ has gone down, and that Doctrinal right here is sort of powering their way through. The Ubers are even. It's 6 versus 5, though. I think Cracklon, they could just decide to go into lobby. They're not going to do that, though, and a massive fight is starting around Spire.
Yeah, I couldn't see any scouts in yard for CC the point when it looked, so I was just checking last to see if there's a back cap going on, but Doctrinal have almost capped this Spire. They need someone to jump up there to do the work, but Harbleu goes for it but gets shot in midair. They're not going to be able to recap this back, and Brego stickies behind, takes down Spin as he tries to retreat back into lobby. There's enough players down that this really should be a cap on last for CC. There's that one soldier there but gets taken down by Brego. Brego's now just going to sit on the point, sticking himself out and cap it himself.
Yep, both medics went down, but obviously Brego already making his way to last there. It's going to be able to clean that up, clear the house, and make sure it's going to be a 2-1 lead here for Cracklon. A very scrappy game so far, I'm going to have to say. There's, let's see, how much time is there left? There's about 30 minutes. We're about halfway through this map so far. 2-1 is a very normal scoreline for that. And we'll have to wait and see. Can Doctrinal pull it back to 2-all, or is Cracklon finally going to take the distance that they need to actually overcome this game?
Yeah, snyyppis tried to go for a bomb onto balcony there, going after Brego, who is balcony himself, but he stickied himself off far too well. Brego actually jumped in there, but Septique takes down Ips and Brego, both of the aggressive players. Saved him, didn't save his team much there, but it's quite impressive nonetheless. It's actually Erectus, the demo, just sticking himself out in his own house now. There's a scout behind going from 2. He's quite weak, he's 65. The scout's still on him. Soldier comes now to help him. Erectus stayed alive for so long there. The problem there is that he's not going to be alive to defend for last if CC push this quickly. But Red Shock takes down Admirable with a headshot. Huge play from Red Shock, delayed this push entirely. If Doc keep their numbers on point, then they should be able to hold Spire. Nah, their players are too weak. Red Shock's still there though, trying to get the headshots. Gets TviQ as well. smzi's going to stay up there to cap it, but
yeah, obviously Red Shock as the lone sniper, not really going to be able to do a lot there. Spin retreated out, said, you know what guys, I'm out of here. I'm going to just build up this Uber, and I'm really sure here that Doctrinal's going to try and push on this one as soon as they have the Uber. Knowing Cracklon though, yeah, there we go, TviQ actually switching off classes. How often has the guy been playing Scout this map so far? I don't think a lot. Every middle, and that's pretty much it, I think.
Yeah, I'd go for overall a lot less than he has been playing Sniper.
Yeah. Let's see.
If you have a look at CC now, they're building right the way back of yard. They've got quite a few players forward trying to get that picked. I saw Brego setting up a few stickies in main. Brego, if you watch, if I'm sitting in the lower lobby, he's got stickies.
TviQ's going to cap it, 100%.
Really?
TviQ's going to cap it.
Where is TviQ? Oh, it's the spy. There's no one there.
100%. There you go.
Wow.
TviQ's going to cap it off.
Can't believe they didn't leave anyone there.
They had 8 stickies surrounding the point, but Erectus used the stickies. Simple.
Oh,
he used them. They're really simple, and TviQ just ran onto that point, and he got capped. Very simple, sort of clear. In StarCraft, this is going to be called a build or a win. You run a spy, they leave no one on last. It's a free point for you. That's now right now the 5th fifth middle is actually going to happen. We're going to have to wait and see. Crackland so far been winning a lot of middles, and Doctrinal seems to be struggling so far. smzi weak though, Imps weak, minimoose weak, Admirable weak, Brego weak. Everyone from Crackland is weak. I love the sort of coordinated spam that Doctrinal pushed out there, and it looks like Crackland finally going to have to give up a middle. I think they won the past 3 middles in a row, and now finally Doctrinal's going to pick one up again.
CC had the advantage of that middle. The bomb from minimoose pushed all of Doctrinal right back to choke, but coordination was the thing there, because on their push back in, Doctrinal all went at the same time, and there was no one to back minimoose up with his initial push, and CC just really weren't as coordinated. I'm watching Erectus now. He's got stickies in main. He's holding really far forwards in lower lobby. He's still sitting in that top lobby waiting for someone to push out, but no one is. They're all too held together, I think, CC, to try and go for any loose plays anymore. You'd be looking at TviQ to try and go for a run out, maybe try and make a big play, but nah, far too coordinated.
See how it goes there as both of these soldiers now on the right side. Looks like Doctrinal going to push from this right side. There's a lot of distance, a lot of ground to be covered here before they actually hit the enemy Uber, but
one soldier
so far,
behind the point that should go down for CC.
I think
both soldiers are now trapped for Doctrinal, and they go down. The Uber comes out though. I'm not sure how that was forced from CC. It seems the rest of Doctrinal is, well, the demo Erectus is certainly back. The combo's on Stone Bridge and they're running back even more. I'm not sure how the Uber was popped there. Did you see?
No, I think they just got forced, like the double soldier from Doctrinal. I think Admirable had to save one of his players, but now, with both the soldiers down, again for an Uber force, it really seems this 6v4, I can really see Doctrinal pushing this aggressive from this right side. Looks like they're going up top. They seem to be favouring the top entrance, but against Brego, I'm not sure how effective that will be.
Well, there's 3 seconds before spawns. They're taking too long, and they're 3 players down already. It's going to be 4, 5 as harbleu will surely go down, and it's just Spin. Spin gets taken down by 2 by TviQ. Wow. I think they went for that 6 versus 4, but it really didn't work out.
They definitely went for the 6 versus 4, but going up top against 2 or 3 spam classes plus smzi is really not something you want to do. You're going to take too much damage, and obviously the spawns are going to come in as well before you can actually get that cap. Crackling going to say thank you very much, move on here towards this middle, which they're pretty much going to pick up for free here. As Admirable now on 95%. He's going to be using this Uber to take Spire and presumably even last if Crackling can be aggressive enough.
Yeah, the combo I think is are they going for a reset? Yes, the scouts go through choke for Crackline. The combo comes through reset. They're moving onto that stone bridge now. They forced Uber early, and I think they were just going for the ability to jumps really, because there wasn't really any pressure on them. One of the soldiers is now caught in lower lobby. He should get taken down, but outside Ips does work. He gets the jump onto Spin. Well played by it. Picks up Septique as well, and minimoose going to Erectus. That was well played by CC there. It was kind of frags from all over the place, but you can only credit their aggressiveness and how coordinated it was, I guess.
Crackline is going to pick up that Spire. Are they going to move on to last? What is TviQ running? I can only imagine the guy is going to put in some sort of... I think TviQ and Ips are just going to suicide in here, and then, like, off class. If I'm going to have to take a guess, that's what they usually do. We'll see. We'll see actually what Crackline's plan is. Obviously, I'm not going to predict anything. Yesterday I predicted the body shot, can I just say?
I'm gonna watch Septique. He's on Spy. Oh, he changes back to Scout. Oh, how boring.
Yeah, I want to see more Spy. He's back to Spy. Okay, a little bit of indecisiveness from the Finnish Scout/Spy here. Let's see how Doctrina's going to play this one out. It looks like they're just spamming. Septique's trying to make his way in through top. That's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to scout ahead for his team. Gonna stand still. Obviously,
he's getting spotted. He's just standing there, hoping nobody would notice.
The Cloak and Dagger's not allowed in this game, is it?
No, I don't know what, I don't know what he thought he was going to get.
I was a little bit confused, but okay, he did get spotted. I think his cloak like barely ran out or something because he was glowing a little bit. I think someone bumped into him. Did get shut down. Both Ubers right now exchanged, and it looks like Brego's getting caught a little bit. He should be going down, but look at the spam now from the demo man. Oh my god, there's so much damage coming out for Crackland. As smzi and Brego, really the German duo there for Crackland, able to do so much work. And now with Ips, the third German from Crackland coming in. I think that was... minimoose got 1 kill, and the rest, all 3 Germans got kills there to pretty much completely destroy Doctrinal. 4-1 right now, and after that 1-0 lead from Doctrinal, and a very good second round for them, it now looks like Doctrinal's crumbling.
Yeah, I was going to say, Doctrinal had the much better Uber there, but they had the advantage of option of going to try and get Brego or Admirable. I think harbleu was like, Admirable was right behind him, but he just tried to get Brego, and Brego was holding off too well. But on this middle now, the soldiers from soldiers from both teams going aggressive, and both of those aggressive soldiers get taken down. But I heard a medic scream, and it's Admirable going down to ret shock. CC now, Doctrinal now going to push across this point. There's a soldier in house that he should get taken down too. There's a scout and a soldier left in house. There's a soldier sat in that house, but he's going to get taken. Oh wow, they were all caught in house there, all of Crackclan, and they all got taken down. Wow.
Yeah, it was quite a good middle there from Doctrinal. I actually thought that was pretty much their best middle they've played so far this game. Kept Spin alive throughout the entire thing, and everything they seemed to do was very, very coordinated. And what is Cracklan's counter to losing a middle? Pick a sniper. And just make that pick. That's exactly what they want to do.
Uber
Spin,
comes out early.
Very, very, very early Uber here from Spin, just really preventively using that, making sure they're not going to die. Brego actually getting out of there, and I think now Doctrinal in loads of issues because Spin got caught, harbleu got caught, but he did get Admirable. Well played to him, Ali. I did not catch that one, but that was a great bomb, obviously, considering Admirable was being defended by pretty much his entire team.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, harbleu had the entire CC team on him. Admirable was just jumping around the back of the point trying to get away, but it was that last rocket. It must have been really good because Admirable had the higher ground there. It must have been pretty direct. But yeah, wow, they shouldn't have got that advantage where they did. I think CC
they might be
pushing players out here.
Yeah, they're going to push, but I'm not really sure if this is the right position to do. This is what Epsilon does all the time. They sort of push on even Ubers. It looks like Cracklan's been able to make it work. It seems to be a new trend, Ali. You've been casting quite a bit with both me and with anyone else here at VanillaTV. It seems to be a trend this season in ETF2L that a lot of teams seem to be pushing out on even Ubers from last to second if they're feeling very confident. That's exactly what Cracklan did there. Managed to make it work and got an advantage out of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, both teams are quite a way off Uber, and in that time, CC have managed to push all the way up to regain mid. Doctrinal now have the Uber, and Admirable is still 12 seconds off, but CC are backing off far too well for this Doctrinal to be able to use this Uber effectively. I'm not sure what Admirable is right now. There's noise going on at Resup. Yeah, they're all crowded around Resup. Erectus goes down on the flank again to smzi. Well played, smzi, and CC are going to try and re-push this.
Oh, Doctrinal! No, Doctrinal's going aggressive here. What are they doing?
I've no idea.
They should have been backing off.
Why haven't you run out?
Why did Spin move forward there? He followed his players. I think they had no accurate count on that Uber there whatsoever. Admirable popping that Uber, getting everyone destroyed. Doctrinal's going to get whitewashed here. Oh my god, this is absolutely terrible for the boys in red.
I think they must have been counting on Cracklan pushing through house or choke and hoping they could go through valley to try and get a back cap, but it really didn't work out with him.
That didn't make any sense to me at all.
Cracklan just poured through the balcony window and just right on and cleaned them up so quickly.
They just put themselves on a platter and they were like, here, eat us. Seriously?
Nice metaphor.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Let's see, 65% up against 40% right now. Cracklan
pushing bomb right.
They know they have a slight advantage. Are they going to push without Uber? I'm guessing they're only spamming here on this right-hand side. They're going to rotate around to top or to main. I think Cracklan usually favoring the top side if they're up against a no Uber team. Let's see if they're going to do the exact same thing. Yes, they are. Scout and down Uber from top left with a soldier behind them. It seems very, very solid. Can they take that to Pyro, though? It took them a while, Ali.
Yeah, there's a scout in too. He's bottom left. He's shooting the stickies. Takes down the heavy. Well played by that TviQ. Came in right behind, and the rest of the CC now coming to clean up. Wow, that was a massive clean up after TviQ came in. I didn't even see what happened then. Everything happened at once.
It all comes down to Cracklan completely cleaning everything from Doctrinal, though. Doctrinal had no Uber, obviously, and Admirable did have that full Uber at the time that they got completely wiped at middle, but obviously that was a wrong decision from the red team here, as right now 7th middle's coming down, but Cracklan already has won this map. 2.5 minutes left on the clock. 5-1 up. This is purely for the statistics, and we love statistics. Are we going to see a 6-1 or a 5-2? snyyppis and harbleu going absolutely mental here, taking down the important players, and now it's deathmatch fest all over this middle.
Yeah, the bomb came back in for Ips and minimoose, both trying to go for the medic, but Spin was a bit too evasive there, and the best he could do is try and get the demo, but no. There was a great bomb there initial bomb by Doctrinal, and they held it well. They didn't let any of their key players get picked off by the suiciding CC players, and yeah, it's a great middle for them.
Let's see if Doctrinal can pull it back 5-2, obviously in the whole scoreline of like Quarantine getting 5-3 against Epsilon, and really just
There's a minute
The
left.
Pokemons, yeah, the Pokemons got a lot of caps against everyone. You know, it kind of works around that everyone keeps getting caps of everyone.
Spy right now.
And we do see Spy plus Pyro plus
he
another
dodges that
Pyro.
soldier. He's behind the medic. Medic Ubers too soon. He gets taken down. Oh, poor TviQ. Scouts running for the point. They're gonna get it, but consolation round.
Oh, it could still be 5-3. I see 55 seconds on the clock. I don't see why they cannot make it 5-3.
Speed round.
Speed round. I'm feeling the speed round, ladies and gentlemen. 5-2, and it looks like Crack Clan pretty much given up on that one. Running double Pyro plus a Spy. They really, obviously, they know they've won this map. They don't really mind all that much anymore. And they're going to pick up the points, but pretty much just for the statistics, as I said earlier, they're going to have to try and just stand on this middle for about 10 seconds, and after that, they should be okay. It seems like Doctrinal getting quite a bit of damage done, though. Erectus goes down. Red Shot goes down. Brego getting that double kill there. Very, very important. Getting a triple with the help of the Swedish scout TviQ here, who is going to be able to clean this up. I think there was 6 frags from Brego and TviQ together. That was quite nice.
Yeah, so overall we're going to see CC take this. Obviously Doctrinal took that initial lead, but I think it was a couple of small mistakes really, like that, them jumping into Valley that managed to cost them rounds. I mean, on a lot of time I think we saw Doctrinal getting entirely wiped, which meant that CC could pick up multiple points and maybe not getting out of fights as well as CC managed to, but they did good on mid fights, Doctrinal, a lot of the time.
They did alright, but obviously a couple of mistakes led to a couple of round losses. I think there were 2 very clear rounds where if Doctrinal wouldn't have done X, they wouldn't have lost the round. And really, that's something we're going to have to be looking for on Snakewater. A map that is a lot more forgiving than Badlands is, but also a map where you have to make plays in order to make it work. That's going to be the second map here in ETF2L, Season 14, week number 2 in the Premiership, obviously, because you can see Crackline going up against Team Doctrinal. Her first map scoreline is 5-2 here at VanillaTV for VanillaTV. Animals on the stream with his increased quality. Obviously, the stream looks amazing. Thanks so much for joining us here at VanillaTV. We'll be right back. Go for a little bit of a break, but we'll be back in about 2 minutes or so. And obviously, stay tuned here to VanillaTV. Second map, Snakewater, coming up in just a little bit.